to look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello and thanks for joining us at Noche La NBA, NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Thompson, Washington out there with Edwards. Then it's Williams, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Cole Anthony, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
Now, here's Banchero. Pulls up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Banchero's got the opening field goal of the game for the Magic. Pass to Washington. Thompson with it, fires the 3. They get it back. And Edwards with the stuff.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
They get it back. Banchero lays it up and banks it in. Banchero's got his second bucket.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now, here's Marshall. He's defended by Wagner, and it's Washington missing. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Carter outside. Anthony against Williams. Banchero has screen on Williams. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Anthony against Williams. Pass to Marshall. There's the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Now here's Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Thompson for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look. You can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Dallas has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Williams has a screen for Thompson. Pass to Washington. Now defended by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Marshall. His last outing with 20 points. Trains the three-pointer.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Anthony against Williams. And Caro outside. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trail by 3. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good. That would have tied it. The Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ogner passes to Caro. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Fourth, the Magic.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Mavericks trail by 3. And here is Williams. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. Dallas again missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on that happening every time, but it's a nice advantage when the calls go that way.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Williams against Anthony. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony, he has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Now, here's Wagner. 20 points for him last game against Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's Williams. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Williams kicks to Washington. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Williams outside. Dallas, no good that time either.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Anthony against Williams. And Anthony gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Mavericks making a change here. Christie's checked in. Mavericks trail by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Carter finds Anthony. Down low, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
The Mavericks shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Marshall with it. He's covered by Banchero. Thompson for 3. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Orlando leading by 5. Now, here's Wagner. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Williams. Left side, Edwards. To the middle, here's Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Now, how about the body control Thompson has? Used to taking punishment and still able to convert.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Look at Orlando. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Shot clock at 5. Thompson from long range. The rebound by Batadze.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Out to Anthony. The 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 6-point game. And there it is for him.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Now, here's Wagner. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Batadze, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
Thompson outside. Anthony against Williams. Tries the spin move. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Carter kicks to Wagner. Pass to Batadze. Now Anthony from outside the arc. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Batadze's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team. especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Back to Williams. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Wagner. Inside. Out to Carter. Shoots a three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Williams passes to Marshall. Dallas moving it around. Caldwell Pope with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Bitadze. Misses the fallback J. Mavericks trail by 6. Now Marshall. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Williams. Marshall passes to Williams. Over Carter. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Marshall. And now that's 11 points for Williams.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Anthony against Williams. Carter down low. Can't get it to fall. Dallas shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Shots good by Williams. And it's now only a 1-point Magic lead.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And here's Anthony for 3. Drops in the tray. Anthony's got 6 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And so it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
On the floor for Dallas, Powell is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Martin. Then there's Christie, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Banchero following the score by Dallas. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 10.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Dinwiddie for 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint. There's Bitadze. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Friday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And you know for that matchup with New York, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Magic leading by 4. To the inside. It's tipped. Over to the left wing. Banchero against Martin. Shoots the 3. And it's Banchero missing. Mavericks trail by 4. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here's Banchero. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Banchero kicks to Harris. Pass to Black. Over Christie. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Got a hand on it. Here's Martin. Some solid defense from Harris. Orlando leading by 4. Isaac passes to Black. Here's Bitadze. Over Martin. A rebound by Washington. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Wendell Carter Jr. taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Carter. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness. Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Back to Banchero. Inside, Powell with the steal. Outside, Martin trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Dinwiddie for 3. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Powell. After the made shot from Cole Anthony. 3-pointer. Martin. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anthony on the wing, defended by Christie. Carroll with screen on Christie. And here's Anthony for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And here is Anthony. After Spencer Dinwiddie getting his shot to go from deep. And Carroll passes to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Stolen by Jones. Here's Martin. Orlando grabs the miss. And Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Anthony. Back to Black. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you...
For the Magic, Franz Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Black. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Edwards, he's checked in for Powell. Marshall comes in for Jones. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Williams in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Williams against Anthony. Christie kicks to Williams. Pass to Edwards. Here's Christie. Takes a three. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And finished off by Wagner.
Anthony's showing good vision there.
Here's Williams. 14 points for him. Thompson outside. Pass to Edwards. Here's Christie. This one for 3. A rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Banchero is screened for Caldwell-Pope. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Magic score.
Good stroke on the tweener by Caldwell-Pope.
Williams passes to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Christie. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Assisted by...
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Christie against Wagner. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
Williams passes to Christie. Nailed from three-point land. Christie's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Wagner outside. Carter with a screen on Christie. Here's Wagner. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy, Carter, has the capability of being a double-double guy.
Thompson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. And Dallas also making a switch. Washington's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and stolen by Thompson. Pass to Williams. With the floater, he gets that one. Williams has got 16 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Carter outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Wagner outside. They get it again.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 17 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Mavericks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists tonight.
And what's really great is this excites the whole team. When a guy like Caldwell Pope is finding his shots.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16. Washington sets the pick for Williams. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Thompson after the three-pointer from Wendell Carter. Looking to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Cole Anthony.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And Edwards drops them both. Magic leading by 3. Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Williams kicks to Marshall. Thompson for three. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Wagner passes to Carter. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Anthony against Williams. To the middle. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Wagner kicks to Carter. And here's Wagner. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Marshall dishes to Williams. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
For Dallas, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Isaac's checked in for the Magic.
Williams.
What's up?
Shooting 1.
And Williams no good on that one. Orlando leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Anthony taking his time here. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter. 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Thompson launches it from deep. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking, get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2. Right now, they wanted more.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
When you've got 2 great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Woof, woof.
Woof, woof.
2 big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here.
Woof, woof, woof.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Williams. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Over in the corner, Washington. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Washington's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And it's Banchero top the key. And he drops it in from the low post. Banchero's got 12.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Anthony against Williams. Marshall with the steal. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Not the top shooter in the league, but Anthony does hit enough threes to keep you honest.
Pass to Marshall. Washington with it. Over Banchero. And it's Washington missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, look, he's a big guy. And Carter Jr.'s playing big tonight. They can't stop him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Magic fans, it's T-shirt time. Who wants one?
And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Franz Wagner is second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Yeah, and production from the small forward spot is critical. These players carry a huge load of their team's scoring output. It takes a lot of pressure off the other 4 guys out there.
Now here's Williams. He's got 18. Down low. It's stolen by Banchero. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Here's Thompson. 9 points in the game so far.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Goga Bitadze.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that Coach would probably like to see him reverse.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Williams against Anthony. Edwards kicks to Thompson. Offline with his 3.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 14. Outside Anthony. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Back to Carter. Tries a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
Well, Carter Jr.'s got great ability to create shots, even quickly when needed.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Williams. Washington with it. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. He gets it in there. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Now here's Anthony. He's got 13. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Mavericks trail by 11. Thompson outside. Williams, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Wagner finds Banchero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Well, Paolo Banchero's got size. He can handle. He's very capable offensively. A lot of upside for this guy.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Christie's checked in for Marshall. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Williams. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. And it's Dallas with another.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Now, here's Wagner. 5 points in the game. Carter with a screen on Washington. Kept alive. Anthony on the wing. Sinks the triple. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
And Thompson kicks to Dinwiddie. With the drive, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And nice slash to the basket from Dinwiddie, showing off that nice knack for scoring.
Carter outside. Pass to Anthony. Got a piece of it. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 14. Thompson outside. Launches it. The Mavericks rebound. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. The screen from Thompson. For 3. And they'll get another chance. Dinwiddie outside. Edwards with the screen for Dinwiddie. A three-pointer is right on target. Dinwiddie's got 17.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Anthony kicks to Banchero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mavericks trail by 5. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Orlando, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Banchero a screen on Dinwiddie. To the inside. Banchero draws the double. Here's Black. The 9-footer's on the mark. He has 6.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Thompson outside. Pass to Edwards. Shoots it up. Banchero grabs the board.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Anthony kicks to Black. Good, nice job down low. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Christie. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Nails the wide open jump shot. Dinwiddie's got 19 points. Magic leading by 4. Now Anthony, who's got 19. Driving the lane.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. 3rd in three-point shooting. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a spark plug. He can be a scorer or he can run the offense. Cole's versatility is vital for this team.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Edwards. Jones comes in for P.J. Washington. And Martin subbed in for Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 19. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Anthony. Isaac with the screen for Anthony. To the left side wing. Isaac kicks to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Isaac with a screen for Wagner. Takes the 3. Pass to Black. Fires for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He lobs it up. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Take a break.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
First free throw is good. And Anthony drops them both. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And Wagner over to help. It's stolen by Anthony. All alone. And it's Anthony slamming it down.
Well, for shooters, it's all about flow and rhythm. Right now, it's all clicking for Cole Anthony.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Christie against Anthony. Dinwiddie outside. To halt the run, here's Christie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Christie's got 10.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
There's a good screen. The 3 from Anthony. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Magic leading by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jones is out there with Powell. Then there's Christie. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Bitadze can't hit. Mavericks trail by 9. Christie kicks to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Wants to get it to Powell and does. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can. Yeah,
when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Isaac down low. Defended by Christie. Black gets it to go from beyond the arc. Black's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here is Martin. Dinwiddie for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. He's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Black, powered down with both hands.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
So it's the Mavericks now, after the Magic pick up 2. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dinwiddie's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Martin. The Magic getting the bucket. Christie can't make it.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Black. Pass to Bitadze. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. The Mavericks also with the sub. Marshall's checked in. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Christie. And here is Marshall. Dinwiddie outside. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Now here is Harris. Outside Anthony. Misses the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Back to Dinwiddie. Marshall sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Out to the right wing. From downtown, Marshall can't hit.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Christie against Harris. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. The layup off target.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 13 with that last one. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Christie. Anthony against Dinwiddie. Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Here's Black, and he drives in, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Black's got 9 points in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Christie. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Dinwiddie for 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Bitadze to the paint. Here's Banchero. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dinwiddie kicks to Marshall. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got 4 assists now tonight.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Banchero against Martin. And it's Banchero missing. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Christie. And the 3 off target. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Banchero draws the double. And that one drops for him.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Dinwiddie with it. It's Powell on the wing. Marshall with it. Picked up by Harris. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Christie. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Gary Harris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Edwards, he's checked in for Powell. P.J. Washington comes in for Martin. Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Williams in for Dinwiddie. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
407. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Banchero finds Carter. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Banchero. 2 points. That one goes. Banchero's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Washington passes to Thompson. Now Marshall. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Magic leading by 11. Banchero a screen on Williams. The drive by Anthony. Kicks it out to Wagner. No one covering. That's 7 points for Franz Wagner.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
To the inside. Thompson gets it inside.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Carter outside. Pass to Wagner. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 11. Outside Williams. Edwards dishes to Williams. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Edwards passes to Washington. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 11. Caldwell Pope left side. Pass to Banchero. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Banchero's got 23 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Thompson outside. Out left to the wing. Edwards inside. Carter on him. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for the Mavericks, Kessler Edwards, taking 2 shots.
He throw good, Edwards. And he makes both free throws. And here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Anthony. Now here is Carter. From outside, off the mark.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
Shooting for Dallas, Klay Thompson, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. It's stolen by Edwards. Now here's Williams. Pass to Marshall. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Now, here's Banchero.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Thompson against Banchero. Thompson outside. A 3. Rebound by the Magic. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Carter looking around. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Now, here's Marshall. Pass to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Williams' shot is off. Here's Banchero. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you look at the strength of Banchero. He was built to finish through contact.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. And what's their best move at this point?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. But I don't know.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Thompson against Caldwell Pope. Dallas again missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Back to Wagner. Washington against Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. shot's good from the stripe.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Wendell. A big performance on the boards tonight. Did you expect to dominate like that coming into the game?
No, I didn't. I just wanted to come out, help my team any way I could. So, rebounds or not, I did what I had to do to help the team win.
You were a big part of it tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.